Are you recording it so you can email? Oh, you are recording it. Oh, great.
It
So
says
recording.
recording. All right, yeah, we're live. It is Wednesday, August 5th, 2020. We're in the middle of the pandemic, and we're recording a Bros for Elbow show. And we're not on Skype anymore. We're on Zoom.
Yes, we have journeyed into the land that is Zoom video meetings. So I'm very used to this platform. It's what I use for work, and yeah, very cool. So welcome, guys. How's everything going?
Does my mic sound nice?
You do. You sound great.
I'm just kidding. Everything is going out here in the D town. Everything's groovy. How are things by you guys, PDX and PHX?
Things are all. I mean, things are going. I mean, it's just. I think definitely just burnt. Physically burnt. I've laid in the sun, which you can't really tell, but I'm like my face is peeling. But beyond that, just like burnt out from this whole freaking stupid pandemic, and just
It's like
everybody's feeling it. You know, it's not just me. So I was like, well, it was me. It's like everybody's feeling it. Yeah.
Is it over yet? You know, but it's
Right?
not. It's like Groundhog Day every day, or is it like just a new normal? Like I
hate people saying new
Me
normal,
too.
man. That was cool for like March, man. Then I think I took it to April. I tried to drag it out to
It actually-
May. Now it's freaking August. Don't tell me about your damn new normal, man.
It's not my new normal. I want us to go back to the old life. It's just, I think people have adjusted to this now. Either they've adjusted or they stopped caring. I'm not really sure. I can't really tell.
It's a weird balance, man. I feel like one day people are like super hyper vigilant about it, and the other people are like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go do whatever. I'm gonna go eat at a restaurant, go work at a gym, and then go open mouth kiss a elevator door or something.
I just came from the gym, actually, to be honest. I am beat. It was leg day. But
Do they like let everyone in at a capacity? Is there like 50%?
I don't know about capacity. I've never been turned down. What they do is they have a lot of machines like blocked off or non-functioning. That probably deters some people. They're only open until 10. You have to wear a mask and gloves, which probably also deters people. And people probably just don't want to come to the gym. I think the gym is like one of the highest risk places to catch the
Dude, totally. You're all sweaty and you're like,
breathing heavy.
Yeah. But I mean,
barbells.
you wipe everything down and you just follow. I mean, look, I've been working and going out and doing things the whole time. Somehow, by the grace of God or the higher power, I've managed to not contract it. I've known people that have contracted it. I've known.
Do you think you contracted it like in February or like
probably
January? Like you didn't know? No, I'm asking. Like, were you actually sick? Like during any?
Yeah,
like,
literally it was either the weekend before the shutdown or like a week before. For like 24 to 48 hours, I was like, it was bad. We were doing the Dungeons and Dragons. It was the weekend we did Dungeons and Dragons. The last time. Me and my buddy were there, and we were just like sneezing. We weren't coughing. I was just sneezing a lot, and like I felt really sick and groggy. And then I took some medicine, and I was fine. And then like a week later, the pandemic hit the United States, as we all know, or it was here, and everything shut down. So
yeah,
probably had it. I think you can get tested for that. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, you can test it. I think it's a blood test. You can test the antibodies, but crazy, yeah.
Yeah, insane, man. But yeah, we're hanging in there. Hopefully 2021, I mean, we're literally headed towards the fall. Like the summer is almost over.
Yeah, man. Summer of 20, man. This is going to be like
it's a lost year. This is definitely a
completely lost
year. And, Tommy and I were just talking about it, the kids being back in school and doing Zoom school, and how, Phoebes went from graduated kindergarten on Zoom, and then is going to first grade in Zoom. Like what an experience, and
right.
Kids need the social interaction, dude. They need to be running around with other kids, and they need to be socially with other kids, not hanging out with mom and dad at the freaking kitchen table,
or grandma and grandpa. My nephew's going through the same thing. I want to say he's in kindergarten now, he went to kindergarten this last year. So his first year was ruined by the coronavirus.
Right? Like what a shambles, man. What a
insane, and he's just at home, and it's not like any of us. It's just grandma, grandpa, and mom. Mom's always working, and he's not getting that interaction all the time. So
Right.
Yeah, man, it's going stir crazy, man. And I feel for the teachers too, man. It's like because most of the teachers are like in the like high risk group, so they're gonna welcome back like 20 like little germ factories into their school and expect to be like not only to have to teach the kids, they have to now like monitor them to wear masks, monitor them to make them wash their hands, monitor making sure distancing on top of like organizing all those little kittens and making sure they're learning at the same time. It's just like it's an impossible job. I can see why teachers are kind of hesitant to do it. So it's so no matter what happens, if they open the schools and let everyone back in. If they don't open the schools, like one group's gonna get screwed out of the situation. There's no right answer, and it kind of sucks.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing is there's no right answer. The right answer is like we wait, we hurry up and wait.
Yeah, we wait. Yeah, we wait. Then we all go crazy, like go mentally crazy.
Right. Like there's definitely going to be a lot of PTSD, I think, from just people in general, just being like. I haven't gone out. My kids are driving me nuts. My parents are driving me nuts. Like, just people, like even people in retail that are like, why are you getting mad at me? Like, why are you getting mad at me for like being here to help you get your groceries or like help you bank or help you whatever? I mean, I haven't run anybody at the bank that's been like, upset or like, but there's people out there that are like, my life, blah, blah, blah. And I'm at this retail spot and like, whatever. I'm going to be an a-hole to retail workers and customer service or servers or whatever. And it's like, really? Like, I'm freaking here trying to help you. So I think everybody's like equally getting pissed off at each other. And it's just, just like I was saying, like people are burnt. Like I'm burnt out from it. Yeah. It's just every single day. And it's just so grossly mishandled. And I'm not going to jump into the politics of it, but it's just, what a joke.
Are you guys hearing about now, like, it'll all be over on, like, I guess, I don't know when election day is. It the 4th or the 8th, whatever day that is.
First week of November. Like,
it'll all be over when that like, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Is that the conspiracy theory?
Yeah, of course it is. It's worldwide, though. Like, it's not just happening in the U.S. That's just the naivety of Americans to think that on our election day, all of a sudden, coronavirus will just magically disappear from everywhere else. It's just insane.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb. And if people think that, that's dumb. That is so ignorant. Because again, it's global. It's global.
Yeah,
it's global.
Everywhere.
Right?
It's
like
everywhere.
It's not just it's not just the United States. It's everywhere.
It's to mess with our election, man. The Russians and the Chinese conspired to make something and blah blah blah. I can't even.
So stupid.
I don't even have the energy for that anymore, man. I had energy like bashing conspiracy theories for a couple months now. I'm just like I can't. It's like, okay, fine. Believe what you want to believe.
Yeah. If you want to be an idiot, fine. I don't care. I don't care. If you want to be a complete idiot, fine. Like just don't hurt me or other people that I love. Wear a damn mask. Just shut the hell up. Wear a damn mask. Whatever you want to put tinfoil on your head too, fine. I don't care. I have no mental bandwidth for that anymore.
It's so wild how people are refuting the masks. There's people out there. There's videos all over. They're getting kicked out of stores, fighting retail workers because they refuse to put a mask on. I'm like, I mean, it sucks. It's uncomfortable. You get sweaty. I get it, but I mean,
everybody's getting sweaty. It's the same idea. Like, put your damn seatbelt on.
Exactly. Just wear it. They say that if we wore them, if everyone wore a mask for, I don't know, somewhere between a month and 12 weeks, we could probably really curb the outbreak or something like that. But no one's willing to do that.
No one's willing to do it because you get rabble rousers and you get people that are just like,
you're taking away my rights.
My freedom, my body, my rights. My body, my rights. Remember that, right? Government can't tell me what to do, but I'll tell women what to do with their bodies because I'm a total freaking hypocrite. Sorry, I'm going off the rails on that.
People
believe what you want, right?
Just don't care. I'm not afraid of the corona. I think you'd be afraid of it if it really hits you hard.
Ignorance is literally killing people. Like
and the internet.
Internet's not helping matters, man. It's really not helping matters right now.
But hey, welcome to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. Oh my gosh!
What an intro!
Right. So I again have.
Not been watching wrestling.
Anything. I don't freaking know. I've got so much going on, but what I will say is that I did watch. Here's all I can say to pro wrestling. His name's not Killer Cross, but
Carrion.
Karrion Kross he looks like a beast, and I've seen some of his matches, and I love his storyline. And that's all I know that's going on right now. I know he's just like crushing through people to get to the NXT title. And I'm excited to see who topples him, because right now he's booked like a madman. And I think that's really cool.
I think they supposedly he was promised like a rocket ship strapped to his back.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see. They're building a feud with him and Keith Lee. Keith Lee is the NXT champ. That would probably be a really good match.
It'll be a great match because they're like two big guys, and like Karrion Kross just being this massive, like unstoppable force. And I'm cool with him getting skyrocketed because he can do it. He's got the look, the package, the everything. So I'm all for it.
Where'd he come from?
Impact.
That's crazy. That's what I thought I was gonna say, but like for Impact, but like it's the same place that produced Bobby Roode and EC3, and it's like okay. But yeah, I mean, I think he does have that more it factor than either of those two guys. So it's kind of weird, man. Like WWE's like poaching from TNA, like again. That's kind of like or Impact. So it's
they might get their hands on Tessa Blanchard maybe if they want to tackle that dumpster fire.
I think that kind of says something good, subtle hat tip to Impact that they actually can affect the business like this, so they can kind of turn the tides maybe in the Wednesday night wars.
They have good stuff going on. I don't know. I just read about their stuff on Cage Side. You know, they got like 5 wrestlers out of WWE. They got a good story going with Heath. They got a good story going with Eric Young and what's the guy's name that was in the cruiserweight division? Damn it.
Pac?
TJ? Nope. The black dude with the dreads. Richard Swan. Yeah, they're doing more with Eric Young and Richard Swan that will get you vested than you ever saw with them in WWE. In a matter of like 3 weeks, they've got you interested. The Good Brothers are there. Impact's doing some cool stuff, and then they're giving up some good talent.
So I've said this before, and I'll say it again: is that everybody's on a level playing field now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so Impact, as schmoey as it was before, really was like basically like operating on pandemic fuel, even like 5 years pre-pandemic.
Because they had the pandemic-sized crowds of
right. Yeah. And so they've kind of, in a sense, kind of have a dare I say, like advantage over to like pull the production through and how to pull the production across. And so again, like vying for like AEW, WWE, NXT, Impact, like the product's there, and now it really is who's got the better storyline, who's got the more believable, fun, engaging product. So everybody's level now. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, they take the crowd advantage out of it because Impact had no crowd. So now you take away the crowds from NXT, WWE, and AEW. Like Impact's like, oh, this is down and dirty. This is where we like to play.
Cut them off with the legs.
Yeah. Impact's looking. They're looking good. It's something else to watch if you're an avid wrestling fan. They Impact gave WWE Dexter Lumis and Karrion Kross and took those 5 wrestlers back, and AEW still doing their thing. So it's like everything's fair. Everything's fair and square. There's also a punter in NXT right now hanging out. By the name of Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
he punted Adam Cole into oblivion tonight, and I don't know.
Oh, did he really? They had like a interaction.
They had McAfee down at.
I think it's McAfee, sir.
I don't care how you say his name. I will not respect the punter.
Yeah, he's a punter, right? Yeah.
He was down there. I guess I don't know if they had like a confrontation in the ring where it was like they ironed things out, or they did it during the day where there was like a handshake. And then like I guess McAfee was doing some announcing, and he just started berating Cole while doing announcing, so much so that Beth Phoenix left the commentary desk. And then he was out there for the main event, which was the Undisputed Era versus Imperium for the tag titles.
Oh, nice.
Cost them the match because he was, I don't know, distracting Cole. And then
shenanigans.
There was like a standoff, and then there was a punt, like like a moment where they were restraining Cole, and he was like on the table, and then McAfee just punted him. So
I think it's a really dumb feud because it's Pat McAfee and not Rob Gronkowski, not Lawrence Taylor. It is like a C-level schmo football player, and now he's feuding with Adam Cole. I mean, my gosh, man, I think this is so schmoey.
I don't get it. I don't know what they're going for. I guess McAfee or whatever is a really, I guess
McAfee.
well off in the podcast game, I guess, or just announcing. He has like his own show.
I think he's a pretty cool announcer. He did some college football announcing, and yeah, he's like I think he was on Barstool Sports for a little bit, like doing stuff with them, and so he has like some media cachet. But like I think he's more better at media than he was at football. So it's like I don't want to see like Adam Cole wrestle like a media member.
He's a punter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Hey man, punters still get rings if they win.
That's true, man. Punters are people too.
I guess he's a legendary punter. That's the way they're presenting him. A legendary punter. I'm like,
man, what if this is the way they write off Adam Cole from NXT, and we're gonna bury you out the door by having you lose to Pat McAfee?
Oh jeez, I hope they don't do that to Adam Cole. He deserves better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask, have you guys watched any of the baseball with no fans or the basketball with no fans?
I definitely watch basketball, of course.
Watch baseball with no fans. It's interesting because they dub in the crowd.
Yeah.
Pretty weird.
Yeah. No, I've seen some highlights of the baseball. I don't watch baseball though, so
yeah. I feel like I've watched a little bit, but I feel like basketball is like a little more suited because it's like tighter in, and there's not much like the camera can't pan out as wide. Whereas baseball, when they pan out wide, it's just like a massive empty stadium. It's kind of like jarring.
Yeah. Well, the basketball has like, I guess because of the social distancing, the benches the benches are like spread out. Everyone's spread out, and then they have virtual fans. And I don't know. Basketball seems to be drawing. I don't know if it's drawing more people, but I'm watching because playoffs start in like 8 days or so.
Playoffs start tomorrow because there's like 5 games in the whole season.
No, the playoffs start in like a week and a half. There's like 7 games left. There's like a format to where if the last seed and the seed after that are close, they have like a play-in tournament or something like that. So it's been competitive for sure. I
think it's better than wrestling, man. I think the NBA took what was good working for wrestling as far as pandemic thing, and I think they made it like better. I think it's more suited. I think baseball and wrestling are kind of like things that need crowds more than like maybe NBA and like UFC.
Yeah,
and I think it doesn't really need crowds. I've watched some UFC events, and I think it's fine without crowds.
Yeah,
this is like an enclosed space, but like wrestling, you go outside the ring, inside the ring, like in the back. I think it needs crowds more. And then same thing with baseball. It's just a massive like stadium, so it's kind of jarring when it's empty. So I'm curious how football is going to look if
oh my gosh,
when it happens.
It's going to be weird because they're letting each state or each team decide if they want fans. Dallas is selling tickets to their games in limited capacity, but then you'll hear like Vegas isn't having fans, and that's a brand new stadium. It's opening for the first time. The Rams and the Chargers stadium's opening for the first time. Like, it's going to be weird. There's like 60 players that have already opted out of the season so far. Some big names like Dante Hightower for the Patriots. Some other people. I think football is going to look really strange, but basketball looks good. Like you said, it's closed. They're covering it every day, like TNT, ESPN, NBA TV.
Games every day, man.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
It's getting you excited, but with like wrestling and stuff, I always wonder, like watching the storylines that you're seeing, like the role models and stuff, and like the Hurt Business and stuff. Like, how would fans react to these storylines, or would we even see these storylines if the fans were there? You know what I mean? Like, what would it look like? Would the fans be into it? Would they not be into it? What would Drew McIntyre's run look like? What would Braun Strowman's run look like? Did Alexa Bliss just get turned into Sister Abigail? That's another side note. I don't know if you guys saw that segment.
No, I have no idea what's going on.
The Fiend attacked Alexa Bliss. That's all.
At the end, yeah, like Nikki Cross lost her title match and she pushed Alexa, and so I guess there's a rift there. And then like the music plays, and then he's in the ring, and then he just like slowly does the taunt, and then he hits it with the claw, and then it goes off the air. So I don't know.
Supposed to make Braun Strowman mad because they were mixed tag team partners way back in the day.
What kind of storyline is that? Like, what was there? They said it was a romance. I'm like, but everyone. Why would I buy that?
Yeah, they're both.
Like she has a boyfriend off camera.
And I think he's married off camera. Yeah, I think it's kind of a problem, man. That's like problem WWE. They like to blend reality and like mix it, but then like when they involve couples, it's not like a TV show because like they blur the lines too much. They cross in between kayfabe and like reality too much. So it's like when Lana and Bobby Lashley like her couple. It just doesn't. I don't think it works in 2020. They have to like. I don't know how they could do romance angles. I think AEW doesn't really do romance angles, or they haven't really yet. So, but WWE's kind of been faltering on that one lately.
Yeah, the best thing that could happen for Bobby Lashley was divorcing Lana and joining the Hurt Business.
Did that happen? He divorced her?
Did that actually happen?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. They did a divorce angle. Because she cost him his title match, so they got into a fight, and then he divorced her, and then MVP just kind of snuck in, and now MVP's got a faction. I guess WWE's looking at doing more factions like the good old days.
No, right. Factions are cool.
Yeah, I like factions. Yeah, I mean,
I do.
Factions.
Yeah, Legado de Fantasma, the Hurt Business, the 5 mystery people. I don't know who they are that set a generator on fire. I think their name might be.
What is up with that, man? That's so random, man. That seems like out of nowhere. So like someone like lit something on fire at the PC, and that's like their angle.
They were doing that, and there was like glitches and like. So KO did like the KO show and got the Riot Squad reunited. And they're feuding with the Iconics, and it like the mics kept glitching, I guess. So they were saying that this mystery faction did it that debuted on Monday. But you're intrigued because you want to know who's in the faction.
Who the hell? I'm trying to think of 5 people could be. Unless it's like EC3, the Good Brothers, Heath Slater, and Kurt Hawkins.
None of them work there anymore.
That's the only 5 I could think of.
Wasn't there a hacker or something that like they were trying to run an angle from? Like even like during WrestleMania, wasn't there some sort of
There was.
Did they already drop that? Or is that what this is?
No, that's not what this is. They dropped it, but then they might have come back to it. I don't know. Nobody knows.
That's so dumb. Why would you put this like angle in WrestleMania, your biggest package of the year, and then all of a sudden, whatever, it's WWE, dude. I don't know. Why am I asking?
Where is Otis at? The Money in the Bank holder. I haven't seen him in a while.
Right? Is Braun still the champ?
I guess. I don't know how you lose a swamp match and then you're still the champion, but yes.
It wasn't like 2 weeks ago, and they haven't like come back and addressed it.
Haven't like their addressing was, I guess, the Fiend attacking Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
I guess Braun will be the hero. I don't know.
So he did lose the swamp match? I haven't even seen the swamp match.
I'm
so far behind, dude. I have no idea.
I know that the Fiend emerged from the water and no one else did. I don't know what that means in swamp match. They never really explained how you win a swamp match. Yeah. I guess it was just furthering the story for SummerSlam, which could be broadcast from Atlantic City with minimal fans, maybe.
Huh. Interesting.
Like in a hotel or like on the beach or like in
on the beach.
Should rename it Bash at the Beach.
Yeah.
96.
96? Was that the year Hollywood Hogan broke the hearts of all little children?
Yeah, a bunch of people threw trash, like at him and Mean Gene while he was doing the interview. Man, I miss that. That's the one thing I miss about wrestling fans, and it's just throwing trash in the stadium like for no reason.
They were mad.
Freaking ECW fans just throwing just random shit in the arena. Yeah. It just like wasn't frowned upon back then.
No, but that's the interaction, man. Like that's like the crowd. Like that's just like you were saying, like baseball, wrestling, they need that. Like that's the show. Like the show is the people and the talent. Like, and to have no people and just have the talent, it's just what a weird.
It just reminds everyone that we're stuck in a pandemic. It's that people says, "Oh, it's going to help us escape, and sports are going to help distract." Actually, since sports are so different and the way we're being presented by them, it just reminds me more that I can't freaking go to the stadium. I can't go to a concert. I can't go to a bar. I can't go to a movie. This is just reminding me of like what the shit show we're in right now. It's not really helping me escape too much.
Are your bars closed still?
I think so. Yeah, I think they're at 50%. Capacity, but yeah, I think that's for restaurants. 50% for restaurants. Bars closed. Gyms closed still for the last like 3 weeks, but they're talking about opening them like next week. Like gyms can apply to open. And yeah, so I think that's where we're at. But,
I went to a bar last Friday.
Was it like it
was packed.
It was packed. There's no like restrictions or nothing.
I don't think that they're probably just not following the restrictions. I don't know. I think it goes city to city here.
Yeah.
Even though the state said bars are supposed to be closed or the county. See, I don't know.
That's the toughest part with bars is like, you know, the idea is that you wear your mask, and then when no
one was wearing masks,
like eating and drinking, right? You got to take your fucking mask off. You got to take your mask off. Edit that out.
You can't say that on Zoom.
I know.
You can't also say that on Heat.
I know, right? It was subtle enough. Either way, that you have to take your mask off to then drink, but everybody's so enclosed that the only people that were the bartenders wearing masks.
Nobody was wearing masks at this bar.
We're talking about Texas.
Like nobody had masks.
It's a Lone Star State, man.
It was like that's the first bar I've been to that's like that. Like,
yeah, that's crazy, man. I feel like, oh man, they're really stupid. But at one point, it's like I feel bad for the bar owner, man. They've been gone since March. Like they got to make money too, man. They got rent to pay. They got employees to pay. It's like that's a business too. So it's like, hey, man, if the government's not going to help out the bar owners and the small business owners, or for like loans or grants or anything, something to surplus their income, then they got to open up. I mean, that's just
right. There's no easy answer.
Exactly
easy, and people have the choice. I mean, again, people have the choice. People have the choice if they want to go out and do whatever. I mean, obviously they can do that, but it doesn't help the cause anymore. You know, it doesn't. But if there's just
everyone was talking about like, or listen to different podcasts. In the Bill Simmons podcast, he's like in his 40s. He mostly talks about basketball and stuff. But he was talking like he was talking to his friends on text. He's like, if we were like 24 or we were just turned 21 and we were in college and all the stuff went down, how long would it take for us to actually stay in our houses and like out quarantine? Like we'd be out there like maybe 3 weeks later. It's like a different mindset. Like whatever generation, we're in our 30s, people are in their early 20s, people in their teens are all thinking like differently. So
I
can't blame like 21-year-olds for like saying, F it, man. I'm in good shape. I'm in 20s. I can't get anything. So I'll just go.
Oh, sweet,
man. Yeah, upgrade that Zoom.
No, a gift from Zoom. Running out of time, we removed the 40-minute time limit on your group meeting. Well, hey,
let's go. It's like a wrestling match back in the 80s, or on AEW. Gosh. You get a 20-minute time limit, but now
man. The commissioner just came out. JJ Dillon just came out and extended this.
Right, but what's crazy is that there's no timer. I don't like that. There's no timer.
Yeah, I thought because you're the host, you might be able to see something more than us. But yeah, I can't find a timer over here.
Dingus,
I guess they'll give you a warning, right?
Well, that was the only thing that popped up was the whatchamacallit, the
interesting.
Maybe it's because the first time we've done it, and then next time they'll probably be tight on that 45-minute.
But still, like I don't know, I'm keeping an eye on the clock on Audacity, but still, like
Anyway,
what a show, man.
Skype. Yeah, Skype sucks. No.
This Zoom is pretty cool. I wonder, actually. Hang on, let me see if I can.
Oh man, what else is going? Anything going on in AEW? I know they're doing like a women's tournament, and
they have this this random round robin women's tag team tournament where they've clearly rigged it for someone to win. Brandy Rhodes is with Allie, which these are things that don't make sense. So like sometimes AEW will start a storyline and just randomly end the storyline. So like,
I feel most they do that for the women. I think they're really having a problem with their women's division run by Kenny Omega and Brandy Rhodes and some other people.
Yeah. So there was this Nightmare Collective thing they were going to do. That was way back when fans were there. And then they just ended that storyline. Brandy was like the leader, but I think it was just too much like the Dark Order. And then they went back to the Nightmare family. And then like, now Brandy's in a team with Allie, who used to be the Bunny. I don't know if you guys know who the Butcher Blade, but she just randomly stopped being the Bunny, and now she's just Allie. They won their match. The girl that was a Funkasaurus back in there, or Funkadactyl or whatever, that's not Naomi.
Cameron?
Ariana.
Yeah, she's in AEW now. Or
snap.
She showed up with she's like partnered up with Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose, I guess. So that's a tag team. So one of those two tag teams will probably win this tournament. But what do you get if you win the tournament? Like, what's the goal?
Are they doing women's belts now? Or are they just doing like a trophy for this? I don't know.
I don't have a clue. I don't really know what's going on. I don't even know who the women's – it's Hikaru Shida. That's the women's champion. What else is happening? Matt Hardy is just Matt Hardy. I guess he's
not Woken anymore?
He's just deleting all of his multiple personalities, and he started a feud with Sammy Guevara. Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho have been feuding. That's been cool. There was a debate tonight. And Eric Bischoff was the mediator and the surprise guest host. Eric Bischoff, what?
Eric Bischoff, man. Oh, man.
Oh, the debate was funny. Orange Cassidy said more than 2 words.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then what else is going on? Ambrose is still the champ. Whoops. Moxley's still the champ.
Oh, man.
And then the Dark Order. It was like a – So, have you guys watching the AEW matches?
Somewhat, like on and off.
Do you feel like they do a lot of do you think they do too many big spots? They have like a lot of big spots in their matches. I feel like people complain about that. They do like ridiculous spots all the time.
I think that's fine, man. Just make it different than WWE style, man. I know that's like the indie style, like the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, when they were ROH, a little bit New Japan, just kind of like mix it all and spit it out, and that's the AEW format. I think that's fine, man. I think if it's different from WWE and NXT, I think that's fine. But they do a lot of like big spots, like pay-per-view level spots, like on a Wednesday night, like second hour, like top of the second hour, like match that you don't expect it to be in.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going. AEW is doing their thing. I feel like they're holding up nice, which is crazy because they're brand new. So like, I don't know how they're holding on in this pandemic with like no fans, but they're managing to produce a show and they beat NXT like every week, I think.
Yeah, and the ratings, and they have toys now. They have toys and title belts at Walmart. I saw that.
No way.
I need that title belt.
Yeah, title belt look kind of cool. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get that. Is it $20 like the WWE titles, which you can only get the cruiserweight title or one half of the tag team titles?
Half of the red tag team titles always. That's all they ever have at Walmart.
Oh no.
They never have anything good.
Same thing at Target. All they have is the blue SmackDown tag belt, one belt.
Just one belt on the shelf.
That's basically
it. Gosh, that's terrible. What else is going on in wrestling? I'm trying to think right now.
Hey, what about Marty Jannetty possibly killing a man?
Oh yeah, what was that? Like, who admits to that? Like,
first off, I didn't know that guy was still alive. So
that's a problem.
But the fact that I guess I don't know, he admits to murder.
Did you guys read the story that he posted?
He's just saying briefly, I don't know. He was like when he was like a teenager, like a gay man might have hit on him, and then like he took him out to a river, and the guy was never seen again. And
the gay man that he bought weed from.
Oh, his weed dealer. Okay, yeah.
Took him around back, and then he put him in the Kakakuchi River or the Kahahuchi. I don't know.
And he related it back to his African American girlfriend somehow. And
what did the Jamaican girl have to do with anything? I didn't understand that.
The story had so many swerves.
Kudos to you, Marty Jannetty, for having the jungle fever back then. But still, what happened? And now the police are investigating, I guess.
Rightfully so. I mean,
but
I think it's like a statute of limitations. Like they can't arrest him for something he did with a teenager. I don't know, man.
Okay, that's true.
But it's still funny, man. Like he just like talked himself into getting contacted by the police just by posting on his own Facebook page. I think this like goes back to being crazy during the pandemic. Like Marty Jannetty's had enough, and he just needs to get thrown through another barbershop window or something by Shawn Michaels.
He should come back and do a Rockers reunion with Shawn Michaels.
Oh my God! I don't think Shawn Michaels wants anything to do with him now that this came out. Like
no,
what?
Shawn Michaels just needs to stay in the Performance Center, helping people.
Don't let the Saudi Arabia sheik hear about that, man. He'll want to do it, and he'll write Vince McMahon a $15 million check, and then Marty Jannetty will be on Monday Night.
It'll be on Raw, begging Shawn for one more Rockers match.
Oh my gosh, no!
Just
bring back the Shockmaster. Just bring back a faction of Shockmasters.
Oh man, they'd have to be the five guys who lit the thing on fire. Shockmaster accidentally hurting. He did by accident, and this be an accident.
That's like the faction of ninjas that Tozawa has. That I also don't know.
That?
Yeah, man, he's got ninjas. He went from
kind of cool, actually. It's kind of racist, but it's kind of cool.
Kind of racist, yes, but I more tolerable. But I don't get why he suddenly has ninjas though. And now he's a 3-time 24/7 champion. Also.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Yeah. I think R-Truth's held the title 38 times now.
Oh my gosh.
38 times.
R-Truth can do anything at this point. That guy can just do whatever he wants. Let the man do whatever he wants. Let him do whatever he wants, right? Like, why not?
There's always room for R-Truth.
Are you guys excited?
It was funny when he real quick, when he, I think it was like pre-pandemic, he came out and was trying to cut a promo, what everybody thought was a promo on Brock Lesnar, but he was calling out Paul Heyman.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Lesnar was just laughing so hard. Like I hear Lesnar loves working with R-Truth just because he's such like a goofball, dude.
I believe it.
That's hilarious, man. Like Brock Lesnar hates everyone and everything, but he has a soft spot for R-Truth. That's pretty. I think that's something. Like he hates working. He hates even like showing up to the TV on Mondays and just like. But R-Truth, man, this breaks his cold heart.
Right.
That's great.
That's funny. What were we going to say, Theron?
I forgot.
Something about your love for Wendy's fries and how they're really gross.
Wendy's fries are actually getting really gross. I think the pandemic has caused restaurants to phone it in.
You were stumping for Wendy's fries all week in Thread, man. You didn't back down. I tried to needle you and poke at you and poke all your holes in your argument, but no, man, you weren't Wendy's fries.
I retract the previous statement. I don't know I don't remember the fries in consideration. I don't know. All fast food makes me angry now. I think fast food. I think all the people in fast food are just phoning it in. Because
they don't want to work during a pandemic, man. They're getting yelled at the drive-through.
Exactly.
Not wearing a mask, like coughing on them while they're cupping their coupons, getting their McDonald's bucks, trying to play a Monopoly game.
I don't blame them.
Right, they're like 16 years old. You know, they're not going to school. They're not hanging out with their friends. They're just like working this job, and they're like, "What? Why am I even here? Like, why are
parents are making
here?
them probably? Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. I mean, I had I've been eating like garbage lately, but I had Burger King today, first time in like ever. And their fries tasted like lemons.
That's not a good sign, man. That's not like, I don't think it's intentional. I think that someone just actually washed their hands with like lemon soap and then touched your fries.
Well, maybe, but I was like, oh, these are like kind of lemon scented. And I had a spicy chicken sandwich, and surprisingly, dude, BK's spicy chicken
compared to like Popeyes and like
Chick-fil-A? Way better than Popeyes, dude. I've given Popeyes legitimately 3 more chances. 3 more chances. 3 more chances.
You have been eating like crap.
Every time has been garbage.
I just don't get the sandwich anymore, man.
Dude, it's stupid. You know what pisses me off about? Like, here's like the patty, right? So here's like the patty, and then there's like one little speckle, or maybe a couple little freckles of like spicy stuff, and then you eat it, and you're like, this is just a regular like.
You have to work your way all the way to the middle to get to the spice.
I guess it's like they're phoning it in, dude. I can't believe people were murdering each other over this garbage.
It was actually the simpler times, man, when people actually just murder each other over a chicken sandwich. Now people just murder each other over COVID-19.
That chicken sandwich is overrated. The chicken is good, but that chicken sandwich is overrated.
No, the chicken sandwich sucks, dude. But Wendy's fries, though, to get back to it, Wendy's has the best fry because you get more fry. You get, dude, the width of the fry and the length of the fry. You get more potato.
They changed their fries like 10 years ago, man. They used to just have like floppy, like McDonald's, like wasn't even probably even potato, like 80% like soy or something, like
soy
mutated fry, like 20% potato, and it just tasted great. Then they changed to actually using real potatoes and like hand cutting their fries, and I don't know, man. I think that's when they lost me.
I don't know, man.
When they started putting effort into it,
I would say the other best fries are Whataburger fries because they're like thin and crispy.
Those are good.
Those are dang.
Really, man? I always thought, man. I don't know, man. I always thought those got that Whataburger phoned it on their fries, man. Like
no, those fries are pretty good.
Whataburger's so good. You can get whatever you want in your burger, man. I used to get real jalapenos.
Was Five Guys the consensus, or was it Chick-fil-A? Like everyone?
Not Chick-fil-A.
No, you don't like Chick-fil-A. No, can't get it. You don't like
waffle
Chick-fil-A?
Fries are good.
I like waffle fries.
They're too big.
Too big?
There's too much fry. I don't like it.
He does have a point, man, because they only put like 7 fries in your whole like large.
Yeah,
and you're like done already.
That's where they do get you.
Yeah.
All right.
So we have no consensus. Five Guys.
I feel like Five Guys.
Probably Five Guys.
No. I feel like Five Guys gives you too many fries.
No, because they give you that bag.
They give you a cup of fries, and then they just dump more fries in your bag. And the bag is all greasy and gross. And then you're just like, I just want my $56 burger.
This is like
burger is $56.
Bro,
this is like opening up the schools and opening up the restaurants. We can't come to a consensus. If us three can't get a consensus the fries, how can the United States expect to reopen after COVID? We can't. No wonder nothing's getting done.
Right? Oh my gosh. No, but McDonald's fries are the worst. Literally, as soon as you get home, your fries are gross. And if you put them in the microwave, how dare you?
Oh, don't do that to
yourself. Any fast food fries.
Dude, they're watery and gross. They like somehow like absorb water through the microwave if you try to microwave. It's disgusting, dude.
I remember, no diss to mom and dad, but they did save like fast food for like the next day, and like they tried to like give it to us as our breakfast the next morning or in the lunch the next morning. It just never worked.
No, I never ate it. I was like,
I know. I always kind of just kind of pushed it to the back of the fridge and hope someone would forget about it.
Right? Like, why are you saving this? This is gross.
Yeah, you can't say fast food, man. It just doesn't hold up.
No,
it does not.
No, Half-Life, man.
The only thing else on the thread was Raw Underground.
Yeah.
And then the XFL and The Rock. But
So here's what I'll say about Raw Underground. I haven't seen it yet, but I was gonna say, man, Lucha Underground would have been a really cool alternative to all of this going on. I think Lucha Underground probably would have came out on top.
They would have they taped I think they taped like a year in advance, so like
right. They could have had a year's worth of content and people there, and like that would have been cool.
Why did they fold again?
I don't think they just weren't making money, or I think the channel it was on like folded. It was on the El Rey network. I don't know if that's still a network anymore.
Oh yeah, El Rey.
I thought it was on Spike.
Yeah, but they had Ricochet, they had Pentagon, Phoenix, they had
both of them.
Yeah, had John Morrison.
John Morrison.
They did have John Morrison.
Matanza,
who's Jeff Cobb. They had Rey Mysterio for a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a bunch. They had some cool stuff going on. But
do you think that Seth Rollins is going to kill Dominic Mysterio at SummerSlam?
He probably should, man. But
he should, right?
Hopefully some shenanigans. I have a special spot in my heart for Dominic Mysterio because when they did that spot of Survivor Series of him and his dad when they both did the 619 on Brock Lesnar after like a kind of subpar match, but then Dominic came running and like that gave me a soft spot that made me hit me right in the feels.
That's cool.
But yeah, he should get dominated. He should get kicked in the balls and then freaking blackout, curb stomped. It should be it, man. If they respected Seth Rollins, I would do. That's how I would book it. But
I hope they respect Seth Rollins. I mean, he does whatever they ask him to.
But if he loses to Dominic, maybe he'll send him farther over the edge of his like Messiah thing. I don't know. Because if he loses to a freaking rookie in his first match, then
I think Dominic might win, but then there's going to be shenanigans. Like he might best Seth Rollins, but something's going to happen to where Seth gets the win. Like something like that would happen because it'd be like, oh, could Dominic do it? Ooh, he almost did, but something happens, right? That could be cool though.
Yeah.
So The Rock owning the XFL, immediately when I read that the headlines for that, I was like, dude, this is just HBO Ballers.
That is HBO Ballers.
It's just like a marketing ploy, like a $15 million marketing ploy for HBO Ballers.
Right? Like, I believe it, and I think he would do a fantastic job. Like, I would be interested in watching XFL knowing that The Rock has a hand in it. Who knows what it'll be, but I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll change anything about it. I mean, I didn't really watch it before, but I wonder if it'll change any format or anything, or if they'll stick to it. I mean, it's not under WWE anymore. It's under the Great One.
Right. Third time's a charm, man. They've went under twice, filed bankruptcy twice. So
they
have to do something really wacky, man. They can't be like NFL light because college football does that so much better. They have to do something like Arena League or like something like Jock Jams or Rock and Jock or whatever, Pros versus Joes. They have to do something like gimmicky to make it interesting, man. It can't just be like the B minus players from.
They should have. I just came up with this on the top of my head, but they should have like power plays, like in hockey. Where it's like 10 more dudes on one side for like 3 minutes.
10 dudes rush the field.
You know what I mean? Like when the ball is coming at you, like they could have a play where it's like, okay, we're just gonna empty the bench, and then everybody just like runs,
scramble,
tries to get the guy that catches the ball, but they can only do it like once or twice a game or something like that.
It looks like the Battle of the Bastards from Game of Thrones. It's like a bunch of people rushing after that one to Jon Snow, just with the sword.
Like that'd be a cool gimmick, right? Or like.
That's weird stuff. They have to listen to Anthony.
Man. Like the quarterback has to throw with his non-dominant hand for like 3 plays. the other team gets to determine when that happens. Like, no, we call it, dude. You got to throw lefty, and they're like,
like they're laying down an Uno card or something. Like coach
right. Like put this eye patch on.
Your wide receivers have to put an eye patch for.
Right. The center and the quarterback have to switch positions for 1 or 2 plays.
Oh my.
They get Anthony Stone and just take notes.
I'm just saying, like that would be cool. That would be silly, right? Or like you gotta cut promos when you get a touchdown or something, and
You can get like bonus points, like 3 judges or something, like they're like Olympic figure skating on your promo. And then you get like an extra point or something. For
right? I don't know. That'd be silly. I mean, you're right. It's got to be like, it's got to have like an added new element to it. But who knows? Who knows, man? Maybe it's just NFL light. I don't know.
Yeah,
probably will just be NFL light.
Probably just be NFL.
Oh man.
What was the other thing in the thread?
I don't think so, man.
That might have been it. I mean, we're Zoom gave us some extra time, but we're, I think it's a healthy show. I was telling Tommy before the show, and I'll let the fans know. First and foremost, thank you for listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. We're on iTunes and Podbean and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, all that. I'm gonna take a little bit of a hiatus for just a little bit. Regather my thoughts. Obviously, I've been the boat anchor where I haven't been watching any wrestling. I have no idea what's going on. So I just got to step back, regroup my thoughts, and then come back with a new gimmick, and just be back better than ever. So just want to you guys keep doing it. Run with it. Just take it as far as you can, but just need a little bit of a backstage break.
Well, here's the thing, producer. You were on Skype too long, man. You dragged the show down because your Skype problems and your mic problems and your earphone and your problem. So I don't think so, man. You're trying to leave up on top. You need to, if you're gonna leave this podcast, you need to leave on your back, man, and put me and Theron over. And you know what? If you're leaving the territory, you're heading to the wilderness, man. You need to put us over. But yeah, I can't be a heel, man. I'm sorry. That's about as heel as I can get. He's like leaving. He leaves yeah, but I think me and Theron can run a 2-man weave for a couple weeks, a month or two.
Yeah, man. Go for it, man. You guys can take the torch, run with it. Take it to the top. I'm gonna regroup, try to get maybe a subscription to TNT and actually watch AEW.
Hello, Mobile is pulling the double cross once again.
Right? I'm just saying, I gotta take some time. I gotta go back to the drawing board, right? That's the big thing.
That's fair, man. As you recharge the batteries, man, he's gonna come back, like unmask himself and reveal it was Anthony all along or something.
Yeah,
some kind of story. We'll come up with some kind of storyline.
The ghost of El Otto, because he disappeared when No Mercy got erased.
Yeah,
you're still on Red Dead. That's it.
Oh, I'm not even halfway through the game. I'm like 44%. Really? Yeah. Oh man, there's so much to do. But I catch myself just like hunting for herbs.
How's your horse?
Yeah, how's your horse, man?
Man. So these stupid camps, like, okay, so it's like the middle of the night. It's like 1 or 2 in the morning in the game. And I'm just like riding along the railroad tracks, and all of a sudden, like a camp of like gang members. I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm strong enough now. Like, I'll take these fools out. Start shooting at them, and I jump off my horse because I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I left him on the tracks because I didn't think there was gonna be a train coming at 2 a.m.
What are you doing? You're such a bad horse owner.
And then, sure enough, all of a sudden, I hear a train coming, and I look behind and just bang,
oh my god,
plowed right through my horse. And then I was like, well, I wonder if I can revive him. And no, he's just in the water.
I wonder if you can revive him. I'll sprinkle some herbs on him, and then he'll be good.
So I had to take. So again, I don't know how the game mechanics work, but I'm afraid to leave my saddle behind because I have all my equipment there. So again, I pick up my saddle and I just run back to camp. And then drop my saddle because I don't know if I'm supposed to take it or not. I'm afraid to lose like $700 and all the crap that I've acquired.
Do you have a name in your game? Is it? You get to name
it? The name of the guy is Arthur Morgan. That's like
Arthur Horse Killer Morgan. Yeah,
right.
Arthur the Horse Killer.
So I gotta buy a new horse, but I could catch horses too. So I'm looking online how to find the how to find like the best horse in the game. So it is what it is, man. But the game is super crazy. But I got to take a break from that too, because I just find myself every night just like I'm spending an hour hunting herbs. Am I like doing the storyline?
I'm just like, an hour ago, yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, exactly. I should have been to bed already. What am I doing?
I'm just hunting herbs.
Yeah, man. Okay, we've all been there.
Right. There's just so much to do in that game, but yeah, that's it. That's my final thought. That's where I'm at.
Theron, is there everything we missed in the world of pro wrestling? A news update? I think we covered everything, huh?
We did. We covered we were supposed to talk about Raw Underground, but it's fine, I guess. That was the bullet point. Shane McMahon's back. He's the host. I don't know if that'll ever happen. I'm giving up hope on that.
I've given up on that too. No more see him on Twitter. Yeah.
What does he say on Twitter?
Just like, I don't know. He just talks like casually about wrestling. Mostly talks about hockey. So I don't think he's interested in like. I don't think he's that interested. I think it's kind of like he lost his smile.
Him and AJ Lee, huh? Both gone forever, never to return.
Yeah, she's like an author now. So.
Oh, cool. Oh,
that's cool. Yeah, so all these people leaving wrestling and starting new things.
Interesting.
Like Rusev. I guess he's
Rusev's a gamer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's retired from wrestling.
All right. Playing Qbert on Twitch.
Yeah, playing Qbert. Yeah. Streaming Qbert.
Cool. All right. Well, you've been listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. Check us out on iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, iTunes, iBean, PodTunes.
Napster.
Spotify. We're on Spotify now. That's a big one. I keep forgetting to announce.
That's a big deal, man.
Holy
Spotify's a big deal.
We're on Spotify. So check it out, man. If that's where you get your podcast, we're on Spotify. Check us out.
Hey.
Elbow drop your horses, people.
I'd prefer Arizona.
Nice.